with a brand new video on Tuesday. Yes, I am doing Tuesday and Thursdays now. And I know I probably sound like I smoked like 5 packs of cigs, but I haven't, and I am sick. Well, I'm basically getting over a cold, and I've tried everything that will not fucking work. So today is story time, and so I'm the kind of person who believes in the paranormal activity that is honestly really fascinating for me, and I enjoy the history of it. I enjoy like old buildings, like old stuff. So this thing actually happened to me. So a couple years back, I was visiting my grandma in Montana, and my cousins were there, but we didn't have enough room at grandma's house. So my parents voluntarily decided to stay in this very old house that was like easily 100 years old. That like some cowboy dude person lived in there. And so it's just like a basic house with like bunk beds and shit. But there's only one room. So my parents decided to sleep in the room with the bunk beds, and I decided to sleep on the couch. And the first night was fine. Like nothing happened. I was like, okay, this is cool. So I was home alone, and my parents were at my grandma's house, and so it was like 2 in the afternoon. I was just like watching TV, and all of a sudden I heard a noise from the basement. I was like, okay, my parents aren't home, so it's probably either a rat or my grandma coming up and check on me. So I called her name, and nothing, and she didn't answer. I was like, okay, this is really kind of awkward, because she usually answers when like I call her name. And so like nothing happened, and so my parents came home, and I basically told them, I was like, well, I hear weird noise, and my mom was like, well, it's an old house, so like anything can happen. I was like, yeah, true. And so the third day came, and my parents were gone again, helping my grandma with something. And so my cousin came over, and we're both sitting there watching TV. And so he went outside to go get a pop, and so I was like, okay, that's cool, can you grab me one? He's like, yeah, sure. And so it's a house where you have to like walk around and get a pop and walk back upstairs. And so I heard the same noise again. I was like, okay, what the hell? I heard it yesterday. My cousin's outside. So it's basically my imagination playing with me. So I told him, I was like, okay, this house is probably old as hell and it's haunted. He's like, no, this is not haunted. It's an old house. Like, shit happens. Like, I basically come here all the time. I was like, okay, that's cool. And so the fourth day came, and I was home alone again, watching TV. I heard footsteps coming up the stairway. I was like, okay, what the hell? My cousin went home. My parents aren't here. Their neighbors are not here. So what the fuck is going on? So I got enough of it. So I went downstairs to where the dryer and the washer and the showers are. So I walked around the house for a good hour and a half trying to find out what the fuck's going on. And so I couldn't figure out what was going on. So at this point I'm going insane. I was like, okay, what the fuck? Like, my parents are home, my cousins are home, and I'm losing it. And so that night I heard the footsteps again. I was like, okay, what the fuck is going on? My parents are asleep. I'm in the living room. I'm freaking out because I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know if it's a robbery. I don't know if it's a homeless person living in there. I don't know. And so I basically just sat on the couch until like 6 in the morning trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. And so the 5th day came. I'm home alone again. And so I have all the lights on. I have the radio on. I have the TV on. I have the washer and dryer on. I have the stove on to figure out what the fuck's going on. And then so all of a sudden I hear my name, which is Katie. Like I was like, Katie, Katie. I was like, okay, what the fuck? My mom's not home. My brother is somewhere, and I'm pretty much losing it. So I went downstairs, and I saw an old-fashioned boot where like soldiers wore. I was like, okay, okay, that wasn't here yesterday. So at this point, I'm freaking out because I don't know what to do. So I go upstairs. I told my mom. She's like, oh no, it's probably grandma. She's probably been here before, dropping off like an old boot or something. I was like, no, grandma's at work. And then so the sixth day came, and this is where it gets scary. And so my parents were home. I was like, okay, this is ridiculous. I am done. I'm fed up with this stupid ass shit. So I hear a bunch of conversations going on at once. I don't know if it's like the neighbors or I'm having a dream. So I go downstairs again, and I hear an old lady talking with a kid. I was like, okay, what the fuck? My cousin's not here. I'm home alone. I don't know what to do. So I sat in the basement for a good 3 hours listening to the conversation they're having. And then so my parents came home. I told her. I was like, Mom, like, there's this conversation going on about like the 1980s or something. She's like, okay, no, you spend way too much time on your phone. I was like, no, it's true. And so the last day we were there, I was home alone, and I was making lunch, and I heard someone walking up the stairs, and they were walking towards me, and they stopped where I was, and I turned around, and there was an old figure of a soldier standing right next to me with like cuts and shit. I was like, okay, what the fuck? And so I basically ran out of the house. So, long story short is, do not stay in a haunted house for 7 days and no one believes you. I mean, I'm a believer in the paranormal activity, but that shit scared the shit out of me because I don't know what was going on. I don't know if we're like in the Civil War or something, but I swear to God, that shit happened. So, that's my paranormal story. If you have any interesting stories, leave a video response because I'm honestly interested in that. So, also keep an eye out on my channel for Storytime Tuesday and something Thursday. I don't know. Maybe it's like a vlog Thursday. I don't know. So, also check out my other channel with Bria, and check out my social media because I post a lot of shit on Instagram. So you should probably go follow me there. If you have any questions about my channel, you can message me on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, if you want to get a hold of me. So, that's my story, and yes, I do talk with my hands a lot. So, also keep an eye out for my other channel, because I do crazy shit with Bria. So, alright, love you, and don't forget to